Ladies, gamers, and gentlemen, welcome to BelleNOiR's Starcraft 2 casts on YouTube. Today we are going to be looking at a game of Toki versus HerO. This game is going to take place on Frost. It is a ladder game taken from the European ladder from the time when Liquid HerO, after DreamHack Bucharest, spent some of his time in Amsterdam, and he did stream there, and replays got made and they got uploaded. I got my hands on them, and today I'm going to be casting those. So, spawning in the lower right position on Frost, it is going to be the red Protoss player Toki here, and his opponent is of course going to be from Team Liquid, the blue Protoss player HerO, spawning in the top right position. Now PvP, PvP is as volatile as ever, I'd have to say, at least from my perspective. I mean, not a lot has changed. Sure, the Mothership Core adds a lot more variance to the to the early game, and Toki even asking if you the real Liquid HerO? Wow. Saran Gamnida HerO. Oh, so cute. So cute. Probably means good luck. So Toki going to get his gateway there on 13, and HerO getting his gateway as well. I think it was a smidge sooner than his opponent, and both players so far opening up with, oh, actually, double gas for Toki, only single gas for HerO. So this is a trade-off you pretty much make. You can go for double gas with 4 probes, or you can go for a single gas with 3 probes on the gas geyser. This will not necessarily, but it might change your cybernetic core timings a little bit, because you are having one less probe on the minerals, and if you don't stack your minerals, if you don't pair your probes on the minerals very well, it might just so happen that the cybernetic core will be a little bit delayed compared to your opponent. We can see that they are very, very, very close. So nothing happening there. And in fact, Toki, usually what you want to do as a Protoss player straight from the get-go is scout the inside of your base, then scout the natural base, check for potential cannon rushes or proxy gates. But I think Toki is just going off the fact here that it is Liquid HerO. He would never proxy gate him. He's not that kind of person. He's not going to be that mean to him. And it is only just now that Toki is going to go out on the map and scout. This map is 4 spawn positions, so all spawns possible. And HerO not getting a second gate here, just a second gas. And this kind of makes me think that he wants to tech up relatively quickly here. That pylon on the side might be an evidence of that as well. He is going to get this probe because that arrived inside Liquid HerO's base just as the Stalker is popping out, which is usually at around 415 to 420, depending on if you chrono boost it or not. But Toki, he's going for double gates. He's chrono boosting into his double gates into his cybernetics core as well, speeding up that warp gate research as much as he can. And HerO going for a very cheeky expansion play here, only off of 1 Stalker, getting a sentry behind this, and he is going to scout with a Stalker here. He does get the first hit, I think, Toki, and that will force Liquid HerO to retreat. And he's just using the probe to hold the watchtower there. Is Toki going to be expanding as well, though? Because a little bit, yeah, he is going to be expanding. HerO already getting the robo facility. He doesn't know yet what his opponent is up to. Hasn't seen anything. So he needs to prepare for the eventuality that Dark Templars might be coming his way. Also, if we take a look at the unit counts, HerO does have the Mothership Core. Doesn't have 100 energy yet, but it is going to have 100 energy shortly here. It is in peril of getting sniped right now, though, so it has to seek the sanctuary above the high ground so that the Stalkers cannot get to it. And here's here's the point in time where Toki can put a little bit of pressure onto HerO, because he did open up with double gates, which means he will have the unit advantage slightly here. But the warp gate is finished. HerO warps in additional Stalkers, has to be careful not to lose those sentries, and he should be able to save that Nexus no problem. There are no reinforcement pylons close by. HerO making sure his opponent is not all-inning him. He scouts the natural expansion, moves down, chases the 3 Stalkers away, and it's just going to be this. So, in general, there are 2 key points in Protoss play when you're going for a play such as this. It doesn't matter what tech you're getting, or if you're fast expanding, but you absolutely gotta have detection at the 7 to 7:30 mark, because that is the time usually DTs might have come and, you know, try to catch you off guard. Another thing is, you gotta have, at the roughly the same time, you should have some anti-air at your mineral lines in case an Oracle is there. Now you can solve this by just timing your mothership core really well, so that it has 100 energy when the potential Oracle might arrive, and you can defend that with Oracle. Or you can just use units for that. You know, keep the Stalkers in the mineral line and keep the sentries near the ramp, so that in case your opponent is all-inning or heavily attacking you, you don't fall prey to that. Good force fields by HerO, manages to pick off 1 Stalker, but Photon Overcharge is probably going to chase him away. He doesn't want to be losing too many of these units. They are very valuable this early on in the game. And he did get sort of a scout out on his opponent's base, but not quite enough. He didn't see the Stargate, and I don't think he saw the Phoenixes. I don't think he did, and he is continuing Robo production, and he's getting a gravitic drive out of that Robo support base. So probably going to go with a heavy harassment style here, maybe double Immortal Warpism Harass. That is really cool to watch. I'm getting excited as I'm talking about it. HerO getting a Forge here. His opponent, though, is way ahead on the Forge timing and the upgrades as a result as well. And he does have 3 Phoenixes here. Let's see what he wants to do with those Phoenixes. HerO does have the hallucination. He's going in and tries to scout what is up. And he does see those Phoenixes. 3 Phoenixes. No chance of that being a hallucination. Toki throwing down a second Stargate. Now this should cause HerO to stop Robo production immediately, get a Twilight Council. He's getting that anyways. This is probably he'll be going for Archons here. But he has to stay defensive for a little bit here. Toki trying to get that Mothership Core, but not successful, and that is a missed opportunity if I ever saw one. Second Stargate is about to finish though, and Toki probably will try to transition into Void Ray production now. There is a timer on that. Your ground army is going to be really small as a Protoss player when you're doing double Stargate production and try to go Void Rays, because they're really expensive. But so basically it goes like this: before you get enough Void Rays to be really freaking powerful, you are vulnerable to a well-executed timing attack by your opponent with a composition that is good against Void Rays. Even hell, like overpowering you with 8 gates can work if you do it fast enough. And as soon as you get enough Void Rays, then such attacks are pretty much not going to work, and your opponent is going to have to try and lure you out and engage you out in the open, where you don't have the terrain advantage. We can see that Frost is really a fractured map, a lot of cliffs here, a lot of features such as rocks, collapsible towers, stuff like that. And Void Rays, they can abuse that, and air units in general, they can abuse that. So HerO still having to stay defensive for the majority of the time, taking a 3rd base. Toki is taking a lead from him and building that base as well. Now he gets the Mothership Core, forces another Photon Overcharge before that though. And overall Toki is doing a really good job, but losing Phoenixes needlessly here. Is he going to go into Void Rays or just continue producing Phoenixes, or cut Stargate production altogether though? That is my question. +2 weapons on the way, as well as charge. Do we have any Templar Archives or Dark Shrine anywhere? No, we don't. So he's pretty much stuck to basic gateway units and Immortals if he wishes to produce Immortals. Whereas HerO, he's going to have Immortals, he's going to have charge, he's going to optionally have Blink, he's going to have Archons. That is the big decider there, the big change. And I think just by not seeing these Phoenix's numbers rise, HerO is going to make the call that, hey, my opponent stopped Stargate production, so he's either massing Void Rays or he's not getting air units at all at this point in time. So I'm fine. HerO doing a very cool move here. Harassment with the Warpism, getting 2 DTs there. Could morph them into an Archon, but no, the Warpism is flying over into the main base, dropping the Zealots. Probably will not get away because there are Phoenixes, but this all buys time for these 2 DTs to go to work on this Nexus. Maybe will even finish it off, though the Observer is too far away. Now it comes in, and HerO barely gotten force fielded out of the Nexus. Good play by Toki, saving that 3rd base. Now HerO does have his base already set up, of course. The upgrades are even for both players, with HerO having the advantage of getting charged sooner. That is going to be leveled out though in a couple of seconds here, and I don't think... Okay, so finally we have Temple Archives finished for Toki, and he will have the ability to make Archons if he wishes to make them, if he chooses to. And HerO probably will just continue to harass. He does have another Warpism produced out of that Robo facility. Whereas Toki, he's going to try and lift as many probes as possible. If we take a look at the worker kill tab in general, 9 workers killed by Toki, only 2 workers killed by HerO, and he didn't manage to get this 3rd base neither. So, 4 probes and gas. Fix that, please. Take 1 probe and move it over. So the game, I would say, is pretty even at this point. HerO does have a slight tech advantage, but I am just wondering how long this is going to last, and if the game is going to just come down to good composition. HerO with 4 Archons already in his army, compared to just 3 of Toki. And overall, if we take a look at the Zealot counts, it's not looking good for Toki, because 17 Zealots versus 9. In these battles, the Zealot lines are the decider. If you have the same number and types of units, but one opponent has more Zealots than you, and otherwise everything else is the same, then obviously the player with more Zealots wins, because that is the meat shield that allows your Archons and Immortals and Stalkers to survive. And HerO is pushing in aggressively, using the Warpism to warp in, and he's warping exclusively Zealots. Photon Overcharge is initiated onto the Nexus, but at this point, with the Nexus being this low on hit points and shields, a probe might kill that. So time warp going down from Toki, where he really knows he has to hold on. And HerO will be looking to get a couple of units inside there. Try to snipe that Nexus. No need for him to engage if he doesn't want to. But the Phoenixes are doing a really good job of preventing that from happening. So HerO pulling back, leaving the Warpism here. Very smart play. At the same time, Toki counter-attacking with a Warpism play of his own, killing even more probes, but there are DTs being warped in around the Zealots, locking them in place, and HerO just defending really well as he is taking a 4th base. I did not expect such a cool game from a master level player versus a professionally playing Korean Protoss, I have to say, but Toki doing a really good job of hanging in there, and he's playing really well, giving HerO a run for his money. Then again, HerO might not necessarily be playing full throttle, but I rather doubt that. Dark Shrine coming up from Toki, that will allow him to defend his further expansions with a little bit easier, with more ease. And still being active with these Phoenixes out on the map. I love how active with the Phoenixes he is. That's just so good. And he is switching into Void Ray production here, so you know, HerO, he might have a tough time dealing with those Void Rays depending on how many of them there are at the time of the engagement. Is HerO making a transition though? No, he's not. He's just carefully scouting out the composition of his opponent, constantly taking more bases, and now he's doing storm drops. Oh my god, how many workers have gone down there? That must have been at least 10, as he did put 2 storms down, and now he's working in DTs inside the main base of Toki. and these 3 DTs are chasing away the Stalkers. The cannon will help out in the defense. Meanwhile, Toki is trying to knock out the 4th base of Liquid HerO as he's trying desperately to get his own 4th base up, but the Storm is available for these, and more will go down onto these workers. Look at them dying there. Oh my goodness, 24 probes killed by HerO, even morphing those Templars into an Archon. That War Prism actually surviving because DTs saved it, prevented from going down. Oh, this Void Ray really needs to kill the War Prism. Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it. Toki, you are so good. I love you, I love you. But he did allow Liquid HerO to warp in more stuff here, and I think, yeah, it's going to kill a lot. There are no units around here for Toki to defend, and he is almost maxed, so he has to be really careful about where he warps and stuff. Liquid HerO building 2 Stargates of his own because he did see those Void Rays. Toki, your Archons are fighting, but the rest of the army is not. You're not in a very good position here right now. Good. Now he's pushing in. Now he's pushing in. He's pushing HerO into a corner, trying to avoid those storms, but HerO storming all the Void Rays and Toki pushing back. Not the best of moves as he moves right into a time warp and gets all of his Void Rays and Archons stormed to death by HerO. And it looks like Toki might have still the unit advantage, but the DT in his main base is still doing work. This is a really close fight, but this last storm should decide it. And more warpins coming in from HerO. The supplies are very, very close. 100 supply versus 120. Army supplies showing only 10 food advantage for Toki as he finally does clean up those DTs. This was a huge clash. And HerO looks like he'll be going for Tempest to combat the air capabilities of his opponent as he is getting that fleet beacon. Let's look at the upgrades really quickly here. 3 attack on the ground versus 3 attack. And Toki, well, he is still trailing behind HerO a little bit in terms of tech. He's trying to get more Void Rays out, but HerO, he has Stargates of his own, and with Storms he will be able to take care of those Void Rays really swiftly if he engages the way that he engaged just now, and that will allow those potential Tempests, or maybe even Carriers? Could it be? HerO does have an awful lot of gas. What units will he choose to make out of those Stargates? That's what I want to know. As Toki is going for another round here, HerO trying to take another base up here, as he did take all the easy ones, and both players actually macroing really, really, really well. Oh, it is going to be the Tempests. I love you, HerO. Another Storm drop at this base. Oh my goodness, HerO just might win this game solely by killing more workers than his opponent did. 31 probes down already. The income is not looking that good for Toki as he's barely mining 1,300 minerals, and with HerO securing this 5th base, he has a huge advantage at this point in time. Basically, he's forcing Toki into making an engagement, and Toki has to win that engagement. If he doesn't, there is no way for him to come back, because frankly, he doesn't have the resources to remake the army. And HerO poised to take out this base with the DTs. If he takes out the cannons, he might very well do so. Toki forced to engage, engaging through a choke point. Not the best of decisions. The Void Rays getting stormed to death, but still surviving. The Tempests are on the field for HerO, but only one. The Archons are trying to get as close to the enemy army as possible. Toki, can you win this fight? Could it be? It looks like he might take out the remainder of the forces, but no, the immortal numbers for HerO just too high, and that one Tempest helping out versus those Immortals immensely. Meanwhile, the 4th base of Toki has gone down to HerO's DTs and Zealots as he is moving into the natural base of his opponent. Toki's army still trying to do something here, warping in very many Zealots, but there is no way he can take out this Nexus moving past all those cannons. That's not gonna work. Meanwhile, his natural base is getting ripped apart. There is enough units here, especially with the additional almost 16 Zealot warpins of HerO to defend, and Toki says, good game HerO, heart you. Wow, what a cool game by Toki. Very good game. More entertaining than I think any one of you might have thought this would be, and congratulations to Toki for playing such a good game versus HerO. I think you can be very proud of yourself, and I'm looking forward to see a lot more of your games, maybe in tournaments, because this was really good. My name is BelleNOiR. You watched Starcraft 2 casts on YouTube, Toki versus HerO on Frost. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, I would appreciate a like or a comment if you have anything to say about it. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, stay safe, good luck, have fun, and remember to storm first and ask questions later. See you!